Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going on a mission, and it's a super important one. We're going to learn how to tell the difference between what's real and what's, well, just someone's opinion. This might just be the most important superpower you ever learn, not just for science class, but for your entire life. All right, you ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a big one. Is Albert Einstein the smartest person who ever lived? I bet you've got an answer right away, right? Maybe you're like, duh, of course he is. Or maybe you've got someone else in mind. But wait, hold that thought. Because how we figure out the answer to this question is the key that unlocks everything we're going to talk about today.
All right, first up, your detective toolkit. You know how in the movies, detectives have all that cool gear? Fingerprint kits, magnifying glasses, the whole shebang. Well, we need a toolkit too, but ours is for investigating information itself. I'm going to give you the 3 most important tools you need to become a top-notch science detective. Tool number 1 is super simple, observation. This is just the stuff you gather with your own personal sensors, your 5 senses. So imagine you're at a soccer game. You see your friend score a goal. That's an observation. You hear the crowd go wild. That's an observation. You feel rain start to fall. Yep, another observation. It's the raw data you collect from the world just by paying attention. Okay, so once you have those observations, you can use our second tool, the fact. A fact is a piece of information that is true, and, this is the most important part, it can be proven. Let's stick with that soccer game. The final score was 3-2. That, my friends, is a fact. Why? Because you can prove it. You can check the scoreboard, look it up online later. It's verifiable. It's something everyone can agree on because the evidence is right there.
And our third tool helps us spot something that often gets confused with facts. It's the opinion. An opinion is just what someone thinks or feels about something. It's their personal take. So after the game, you yell, "My friend is the best player on the planet." Is that a fact? Nope, that's your opinion. Because a fan from the other team is going to say, "No way, our striker is better." And there's no way to prove who's right. It's like saying blue is the best color. It's just a feeling.
So let's put these side by side. It makes it super clear. Facts can be proven. They're objective, which is just a word that means they're the same for everyone. Like water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. It just does, whether you believe it or not. Opinions, on the other hand, are subjective. That means they can be different for every single person. And here's the biggest takeaway. Science lives in that fact column. It's all about evidence, all about what we can prove.
Okay, section 2, analyzing the clues. So you've got your toolkit, you know about observations, facts, and opinions. Now it's time to actually put these tools to work. Let's open up our first case file and see what we can figure out.
Here we go, case file number 1. Someone says this: Susan is sneezing. She has a cold. It sounds pretty straightforward, right? But let's put on our detective hats. Is this whole thing a fact? Is it an opinion? Or is there something else going on here? Let's break it down. The first part, Susan is sneezing. Can you observe that? Totally. You can see it, you can hear it. That's an observation, so it's a fact. But what about the second part? She has a cold. That's a little different. That's a guess about why she's sneezing. Right now, it's an opinion. Think about it. What else makes people sneeze? Allergies, right? Or dust? To make she has a cold a fact, you'd need more proof, like a doctor's test. Okay, you're getting the hang of this. So let's go back to that very first question we started with. Albert Einstein is the smartest man who ever lived. Now that you've got your detective toolkit, let's look at this statement again. Fact or opinion? You see, this is a classic example of a fact and an opinion getting all mixed up in the same sentence. Let's pull them apart. Fact: Albert Einstein made incredible scientific discoveries, like the theory of relativity. We can prove that. We can read his papers, check the Nobel Prize records. The evidence is there. But the part about him being the smartest man who ever lived, that's an opinion. I mean, how do you even measure smartest? It's a personal judgment, not a provable fact. Now for a tricky one. You see this kind of thing all over social media. It says, people born under the astrological sign Leo are fiery, self-assured, and charming. Now listen to how it's phrased. It's stated like it's a rule, like it's a fact. It sounds really confident. But as a science detective, your alarm bells should be ringing. The first thing you should ask is, how could we know that for sure? So how would you test that? I mean, if you were a scientist, what would you do? You couldn't just take its word for it. You'd need to collect data, right? Maybe you could get thousands of people to take a personality test, and then you check their birthdays. You'd have to see if the Leos actually scored higher on things like fiery or charming than people born under other signs. You need real hard evidence.
And here's the really cool part. Scientists have actually done this. For decades, researchers have run these kind of tests. And after looking at mountains of data, you know what they found? Nothing. Zilch. No connection at all between someone's birthday and their personality. So even though astrology claims are often stated like they're facts, the scientific evidence shows they're actually just opinions.
Okay, time for our final and most important case file. This is a big one that you hear about all the time. The statement is this: average global temperature has risen since 1900. So one last time, let's use our toolkit. Is this a fact or is it an opinion? To find out, we have to do what a good detective always does: look at the evidence.
And this chart is the evidence. This isn't one person's feeling. This graph represents millions upon millions of temperature measurements, taken by thousands of scientists all over the world for more than 100 years. And you can see it for yourself. Sure, the line wiggles up and down a little each year, but the overall trend is clear. It's going up. Because this is based on a massive mountain of observable, provable data. The statement that the planet's average temperature has risen is a scientific fact. So that brings us to our final section: your scientific superpower. You've learned the tools. You've analyzed the clues. You now officially have a superpower: the ability to look at any piece of information and tell the difference between what's real and what's just noise. And in a world that is flooded with information, this is one of the most important skills you can possibly have.
And I mean it. This isn't just for science class. This is for everything. When you see an ad that claims their phone is the best, is that a fact or an opinion? When you see a shocking headline online, you can ask yourself, where's the evidence? When your friends are arguing about the best video game ever, you'll know they're just sharing opinions. This skill helps you make smarter choices and not get fooled. So here's your simple 3-step detective method you can take with you. 1. Find the facts. Look for the stuff that can be measured or proven. 2. Spot the opinions. Identify the parts that are just someone's feelings or judgments. And 3, the most powerful step of all, ask the big question. How do you know that? Get in the habit of asking that all the time. It's what real scientists do every single day. And never forget this. This is the foundation of all science. The best ideas, the most reliable explanations, they aren't built on guesses or feelings or what we wish was true. They are built on a rock-solid foundation of provable, verifiable facts. That's what makes science such a powerful tool for understanding our world. So I'll leave you with a final mission. Go out into the world today and use your new superpower. The next time you're scrolling online or talking with your friends, listen for an opinion that's being dressed up like a fact. So my question for you is, what's one opinion you'll question today? What's one claim you can investigate to find the real, hard facts? Your science detective mission has officially begun. Thanks so much for watching.